Hi everyone. For once again, look into yourself. Look deep enough. You touch the core. Ask yourself, are you really into love? Or are you really looking out for love? Or are you simply looking out for a person where you can project your ideas about love? Today we will go deep into the difference between actually going into love and actually projecting it. So first point, what is projections? Projection is something which is nowhere near reality. Projection is something which only you think exists and you want it to relate with the external world you have. Projection is something which has nothing to do with anything else but just by some idea which you have in your brain, some information which you have in your brain regarding a topic, and you need to connect it, connote it to something in the outer world which gives you only a feeling of reality. A lot of people, when go into relationships, what they do is that they project love. Now they have this particular definition, 2-liners, 3-liners, or 10-liners definition of what love is supposed to be for them. So if you don't satisfy that projection, then you're not good for them. When you go on projecting love is, after all the projections you've done, nobody else but you would end up being in pain. Why? Because it was your projection. Projection leads to an unlimited benchmark of satisfaction. It gives you an unlimited window where you think satisfaction is the core element of that love. If that satisfaction does not happen to you, you think it's no good. And on a cognitive front, in today's world, everything is measured in terms of satisfaction. How much satisfaction do you get from a product, from a particular service, from a particular discussion also? How much satisfaction are you getting? So the same thinking process, we also downloaded and connected to our ideology of love, our ideology of being into relationships. So if we are into relationships, the first thing we check or we go on checking is our level of satisfaction. And remember, whenever you want to map your satisfaction, with which are you mapping is very important. So when you say, I'm in pain, pain of what? When you say that this is what something which should not be in a relationship, on which side are you measuring it with? On which aspect are you mapping with? You have one idea, you have one projection that, let's say, there should always be communication in your relationship. Now, on what grounds are you mapping that? If you would have been in a relationship with any of the spiritual leaders which have taken birth on this earth, do you think they would always communicate with you? No. Because half of the time, either they are talking out to the public so that they can help them in their spiritual realms or spiritual path, or they would be meditating. They would only communicate with you in particular time in a day or in a couple of days, because rest of the time they are connected with other people with, and for what? They are helping them. On what grounds do you map your projection? On what grounds do you think that this particular action, this particular point, this particular behavior should not be there in a relationship? Who decides? Now, the one reason why I think or I believe that projections always lead you in pain is that your idea of that particular projection or that particular relationship point is not helping you to enjoy that relationship. So you have an idea, you have a projection that, in a relationship, all the person needs is attention, and in a relationship, the girlfriend is supposed to give all the attention to the boyfriend, and the boyfriend is supposed to give all the attention to the girlfriend. This attention should help you enjoy your relationship, but that's not what's happening. There would be a time when your girl would not be able to give you all the attention because there is much more things in life. There would be times when your boyfriend is not able to give you all the attention you need because there are much more things in life only about giving attention to. So what I'm trying to connect and tell is and share is that your projection is leading you. You need to check on what grounds you are relating your projection on, your satisfaction with. If your relationship is only about projections and only about satisfactions, believe me, no matter how many relationships you go into, you will always suffer. And for once, if you want to go deep and go backwards, connect the breadcrumbs of your life. How many relationships you have been into, check once. Somewhere you have always suffered. I'm talking on a very, very general note. Exceptions are always there. There is always a scope of majority and minority of data and people. But on a very, very general front, if a person goes into 5 or 4 relationships by the age of 40, maybe men or women, check the breadcrumbs. There is always some amount of dissatisfaction in your life. Irrespective, you think that it was your choice and the initial part of the relationships was all wow. But still, there is dissatisfaction. Why? The projection is not mapped. Check, go into yourself. Projections will give you pain. Love should give you open-endedness. Love should be something which is flexible. Love makes a person easygoing and humble rather than mapping a continuous satisfaction point. Love has nothing to do with satisfaction. Love has something to do with being there, being grounded, being humble, being always there as a human being to love someone. Love has something to do with sharing only. Love is not a mapping game. If you want to deep dive into this, buzz me in. Please share your views and opinions about this video. I would be more than happy to view and respond. Enjoy your day. Do not go into projections. Create love. Enjoy. Peace.